Superhero Foods. You may not have heard of them yet, but they're about to take over WA, spreading their healthy eating messages. The Superhero Foods are the creation of the Healthy Food for All team within not-for-profit organisation Food Bank WA, and leading this project was public health nutritionist Jenny Tartaglia.
We wanted to come up with an idea where we could put some key messages into the school breakfast program. So I thought back from when I was a child, and I used to like to sit down and eat my breakfast and read the cereal box. There always was something interesting on there, maybe some games and activities. So potentially we thought we had an audience of 18,000 students a week who were sitting down across the state. They were having breakfast, and there was a great opportunity to put some key messages in there.
The initial idea of developing breakfast placemats was the first step in the creative process. But the placemats' aim wasn't just to entertain the students. It was also essential to ground the new idea in research to ensure Food Bank were on the right track. A health promotion practicum student was enlisted to review literature surrounding social marketing and its effectiveness within other breakfast clubs. The characters were first drawn by artist Ian Coate, who was given the brief to make everyday supermarket food look interesting for kids.
When I do drawings, I don't just do it for kids, I do it for me as well. So something that would engage adults across the board. I mean, it's a collaborative message between adults and children.
We wanted to portray that idea to children that we don't have to have expensive, fancy type foods that maybe are hard to come by. These everyday foods that they had in their homes were potentially the superhero foods that had all these amazing powers and could be healthy for them.
Linked to the Australian Guide to Healthy Eating, over 40 food characters were developed, together with some not-so-healthy characters. And they added to the healthy eating story.
The kids just gravitated to the whole idea. They could understand the concept really easily.
Once the new breakfast placemats with the characters were launched, orders flooded in, with over 2,000 placemats distributed within the first few days. After the placemats were released, Food Bank conducted surveys with school breakfast coordinators and those who were using them. From the respondents, 92% found the placemats reinforced healthy eating messages, and a third of the schools were using the placemats in the classroom to teach students about nutrition, a positive use that it hadn't originally been intended for. This success allowed the team to think about expanding the materials. After the placemats came the design of the collector cards, which are used as games and teaching tools in the classroom. The superhero foods were integrated into recipe booklets and Food Sensations teaching resources. Following the success of the existing resources, an idea for a storybook was brewing. Through consultation and discussion with many stakeholders, Joe's Epic Breakfast Adventure was produced. Launched in March 2016, the storybook and a host of superhero food resources have been made available for teachers and health professionals across the state with the new Superhero Foods HQ website.
Sometimes we try to get so technical about a basic idea, and sometimes when we're teaching kids, we've got to go back to basics and teach them in a simpler way that's engaging them.
So for many of the students that we're dealing with, these disadvantaged students, they are heavily relying on takeaway food. So if we can turn that around, explain to them healthy eating can taste delicious, it can be really nutritious, it can help them grow strong and healthy and have a healthy future. That's really what we want to encourage.